Peace Collective, what is going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is Milan. I am an intuitive tarot reader and psychic medium. If you guys are new here to this channel, welcome. If you guys are returning, welcome back. It means the world to me each and every single time you guys join. Thank you guys times 1,000 for being here and for deciding to spend your time and your energy here with me in these readings. As you guys know, this is going to be another general collective reading. However, we're going to get into another deep dive today. We're going to look into the energy around Drake and Rihanna. If you guys are ever interested in readings that look more into celebrity culture, the industry, music, I got an entire playlist already curated. It's called the Deep Dive Series. That's where you can find more readings just like this one. If you guys are ever interested in personals, I do offer them. All the information is in the description box down below, like always. If you guys are an Aquarius like myself, or you have any Aquarius placements, or you are involved with an Aquarius, I do have a secondary channel called the Aqua Room. You guys can find the link for that in my community board. If you guys are interested in readings, again, anything, all things Aquarius, I'm your girl. Make sure you guys check that out as well. Okay, just a little quick disclaimer. This is not a fan page or a stan page. Nothing of the sort. Okay, everything in this reading is alleged until proven otherwise and for entertainment purposes only. If you guys don't like what I'm saying, you don't agree with the message, it's totally fine. You can just click off the video. It's really no big deal, okay? If you guys do resonate with the message, something makes sense to you, you guys like the vibes here on the channel, definitely leave a like on the video. It's absolutely free. Leave a comment. Let me know what you know, okay? I don't mind criticism, okay? I don't mind you guys pulling the pieces together and connecting the dots because, you know, I don't know everything, obviously, right? So you guys really do help me a lot when it comes to kind of just tying the strings together when I'm missing certain details. So thank you guys so much for that. And subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you guys here, part of the family, okay? So we're going to get right into this. Of course, if you clicked on this reading, I'm sure you guys know who Drake and Rihanna are, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know the exact time frame, but if I'm not mistaken, they had a little thing going on for a short period of time. If you guys remember, the last time I remember seeing them together on TV or in public at all was on an award show. It may have been the Grammys, but Drake was presenting Rihanna an award and he tried to kiss her and she just, she dodged the hell out of that kiss. I just thought that was really funny. But other than that, I'm not really sure what these two had going on. It feels like they had a thing going on, but nothing too serious, nothing to like run home about is what it kind of feels like energetically, okay? But let's get right into this. I have a King of Cups here that's going to represent Drake, being that he's a Scorpio. And then I have a Queen of Cups that's going to represent Rihanna, being that she's a Pisces. Okay, so two water signs. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Drake has a Cancer moon too. So when he gets in his bag, he can get in his bag. If anybody knows like Rihanna's big three, like Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus or something like that, please feel free to let me know in the comments, okay? Because I don't know what it is. That may kind of help pull certain pieces together in the reading. But yeah, let's get right into this. If somebody wants to timestamp the reading, you are more than welcome to. Thank you ahead of time. We're going to start with Rihanna first. We're going to get some oracles, and then we'll dive into the tarot a little bit later to clarify. We'll switch and alternate, and then we'll go from there, okay? But let's see. How does May Rihanna feel? What is her energy like when it comes to Drake, please? I'm asking for current energy. I'm going to try to make this as current as possible, you guys. So let's see. If something from the past pops up, I will obviously say it, but I want to see like what the current energy is like at this time. How make Rihanna feel? What is her energy like at this time when it comes to Drake, please? Shattered? Okay. Another card behind this too. And thrills, continuous cycles, bad decisions, addictions. Okay, there's a girl in this card. Looks like she's kind of a little drunk, a little messed up with a wine glass in her hand. This shattered card, it says broken, nightmares, and failures. It's interesting because when I was kind of like just pre-shuffling before I even hit the record button, as you see, I always start the reading when I start the recording. But sometimes I'll just kind of play around with the cards and shuffle them before I hit record. Some cards may fall over, fall out. I saw suffering in silence. So that kind of almost reminds me of this shattered card. But for some reason, I don't feel like she feels that way. I think she is seeing Drake feel that way. Does that make sense, guys? You know, like I don't feel a way, but maybe she kind of feels a little bad, or this is what she views when she has seen him talk to him or whatever. Someone who is shattered and broken, okay? Suffering in silence. Again, I saw that earlier, but now I don't want to just go out the window and say that Drake has quote unquote addictions or whatever, but I feel like I've heard him brush on something like that about how he likes to drink and he had a bit of a health issue or whatever. So that's kind of showing up here as well. Now, I will say this though, Rihanna, she does smoke a whole lot of weed now. As someone who's a weed smoker, like, yes, I feel like it can be an addiction. If you can't start your day or end your day, you can't eat without smoking, then that may be a problem. You know, I have glow up here as well. It says new opportunities, new career, and successful business. First of all, I'll say this. Intuitively, I'm getting this. I feel like she thinks that with this glow up, new opportunity, new career, obviously Drake is a rapper, right? So he's been doing this for a very long time. But I feel like she thinks that, like, bro, what are you doing with this whole lawsuit stuff and everything? Some people agree with it, some people may not. You know, Drake taking UMG to court, I get it. But I feel like she's looking at this like, I don't know why this is even coming up specifically, but currently Drake is in a lawsuit. So I feel like she's looking at him like, what are you doing? You're gonna have to find something else to do, a new job, a new hobby. Find your light in something else because you are ruining it. Wow, okay. Not everybody may feel like that, but that's fine. I'm channeling here. So that's going to be how she views the situation, allegedly. And like this bad decision, like that wasn't smart. Like, what are you, high or something is what I'm hearing. Like, ugh. Okay, what is this, please? How might she feel when it comes to Drake at this current time, please? Yeah, someone maybe who still kind of acts the same as they did 10 years ago. Okay, you know, like when somebody is still stuck in a continuous cycle, you shouldn't be the same person you were 10 years ago if you're making progress or growth or changes, right? So that's kind of what it feels like here a little bit. Oh, wow. Didn't I just say that? Spirit, you'll be on point sometimes. I swear. What is this, legal? Didn't I just say that? Why is this legal case popping up anyway? Why would she care? Here it is. Lawyers, court, paperwork. Yeah, Okay, let's see. I think that's very obvious. Shattered, thrills, bad decisions, and legal. So she feels like that really wasn't the smartest thing for him to do. Okay. I don't care about really that part, though. I want to know, like, other stuff. What is this? How does she feel when it comes to Drake, please? It's coming up, so that's obviously currently what Drake is dealing with besides the last album he dropped. So, you know, it's going to show up. But salty, okay, bitter, angry, and petty. Yeah, I just get this vibe here like she feels like he hasn't changed at all. Like, he's still the same person. He hasn't grown, maybe like mentally, obviously age-wise, career-wise, yes, but emotionally, okay, she could feel like he's very salty and bitter, feeling away, quote-unquote shattered, okay, for not wanting to deal with him in that manner. Again, I feel like she figured out very quickly that he wasn't really her type. You know, someone like you may give a chance to, okay, like you're cool, whatever, but I think she realized early on, like, that's just not my type, for real. Yeah, look, smell the roses, slow down, take your time, get out in nature. When you tell somebody it's time to wake up and smell the coffee, wake up and smell the roses, that's kind of an indication of, okay, you got to see something for what it really is, you know? And I think what she discovered is that that just was not her type, for real, like, at all. And especially when you see who she's dating now, right? ASAP Rocky, two polar opposites. Okay. We can use the same deck for Drake, and then we're going to switch to another deck and go back to Rihanna in a minute. Okay, so we're going to go to Drake really quick with the same deck. and see how he may feel when it comes to her. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. My bad, guys. I'm back. When I'm channeling and like the message is going to start to get real, or something important is coming out, I don't know. I get like these channeling symptoms, either like these weird chest burps or whatever. Like they're not real burps, but I feel them in my chest. Or my allergies will start to flare up out of nowhere, literally in the middle of a reading. It's so annoying. So my apologies. But let's see with Drake. How many of you feel Drake when it comes to Rihanna at this current time, please? Thank you. Oh gosh, I can only imagine. Yeah, look, intimacy. Okay, it says mutual respect, unity, and closeness. Okay, what is this? Daydream. Yeah, it's like, okay, maybe like in your dreams, you know, you'd be intimate with her. It says head in the clouds, delusions, hopes and dreams. So this is giving me somebody literally who like may daydream, fantasize about intimacy with her or being close with her again, just holding her, smelling her. You know, this card, this daydreaming card, it may be a little hard to see in the camera, but she kind of almost reminds me of like Billie Eilish. I don't know what that has to do with anything. I personally don't listen to Billie Eilish. You know, I hear she's great, but I just don't listen to her music. But I'm seeing her here for some reason. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but I don't know. Like, I'm hearing the word like dark and depressed. He may have been a little depressed after dealing with her. Oh, geez. Okay, what is this? Mutual respect, unity, and closeness. What is this, please? Narcissist. Okay. Egotistical, opportunist, and fragile. He definitely has a fragile ego, I feel like. Oh, okay, I see. Puzzled. I feel like he felt confused with her. Like, okay, do you want me or you not? Like, do you fuck with me or you don't? Like, which one is it? Confused, perplexed, conflicted. Yeah, I feel like, I'm not going to say she put him on a roller coaster. But I do feel like he feels a little stepped on by her. I hope that makes sense, you guys. You know, it's like, okay, again, do you like me? Do you really fuck with me or what? Like, I've told you my feelings, but you left me on red. Now I'm confused, or, you know, so he could view her as like a narcissist. Maybe somebody that's weird, because why would she have used you, Drake? She wouldn't have to, she didn't need to use you for anything. Okay, I'm lying. Maybe for the music. I don't know if Drake has ever written for Rihanna, or I know they have like a couple of songs together. I'm hearing that song "What's My Name" in my head. There's another song that they have together. I don't know the name, but I really don't fucking know the name. I want to say like this is "Take Care Time." It's a video with her and him in like a white backdrop and like a bull. I do not know the name of that song right now, but he feels kind of used by her, or like walked all over, or again, like somebody who was confusing him when it came to how she felt. So this could be the type of energy where, you know, okay, you're close, you lay up on me, you this, that, and the third, we've hung out late at night. That must mean you fuck with me. That must mean you have feelings for me, you know? And I think that kind of confused him a little bit. So he could view her as a bit of a narcissist just simply because of that. Doesn't have to make it true, but okay, Drake, let's see. Why is this here? How do you feel when it comes to Rihanna at this time? Burn bridges? He's so petty. And look, didn't I say that earlier? Suffering in Silence came out around the pre-shuffle. Here it is. He feels some type of way. Lack of trust, disloyal, and burned bridges. Okay. So he feels like Rihanna, burned a bridge with him. I mean, because she didn't feel the same way that you do, it's not, I mean, that shouldn't be like why you don't trust somebody, because you don't feel the same way that I do. But again, I feel like it was more of something like a push and pull, push and pull. She could have flirted with him a lot. Again, was kind of all up under him, cozied up next to him, just to be like, actually, no, I don't like you like that. You know? Harmony. Like, oh, I don't read reversals. I'm going to flip it up right, but it's in the reverse. Harmony, peace, balance, and happiness. I'm going to leave it upright, but he is not too happy about that. Again, about feeling used by her, feeling like flirted with or toyed with emotionally. He's holding on to that. He's really holding on to that. Oh, yeah, look. You miss her, though. Longing, missing you, let's talk, reunion. But then you have Two-Face. So he feels like she was fake, okay? Double life, cheater, backstabber. That's what I was saying. It's like she could have kind of played on his emotions a little bit. Oh, I hate to say that, but that's kind of how it's showing up, okay? Again, guys, it's not a fan page or a stan page. I'm just here to read the cards, okay? But let's see. Let's get into what's the tea, because this deck can get a little messy. But let's go back to Rihanna really quick. We're going to get a couple of these for her as well. And then we'll go back to Drake in a minute. But Rihanna. Again, I had thrills, shattered, glow up. With the legal cases showing up underneath her. Again, Drake is in the middle of a battle with UMG. I believe it's going to trial. And she feels like that was not smart. Like, you're going to have to find something else to do. She's fully aware that he's feeling some type of way and salty and bitter about her. She's aware. I don't think she really cares, though. I really don't. Okay? Not like in a mean, malicious way, but just, that's not my fault. You can't get over it, you know? So, Rihanna, how do you feel at this current time, please, when it comes to Drake? Oh, okay. I didn't mean for... Whatever, okay. Creativity, I just said that. Okay, creativity. I just asked, like, did he write her music? Did he write for her a lot? Did he just lend her songs, lend her music? And that's why she may have been kind of flirtatious with him, getting cozied up under him, you know? I'm not saying anything more than just touchy, cuddle type of stuff. Like, again, really working his emotions. Nothing sexual or anything like that. I'm not getting that at all, but... Creativity and jackpot. It says steals your ideas, copies your work, and duplicates off of you. This jackpot card says winning money, got rich, inheritance, unexpected money. Now, granted, again, not that she needed Drake. Nothing. She wasn't. It's not so much she needed to use him, but, you know, hey, like, if you want to give me some songs, you want to write for me, or I can take this song off your album, sure. Why not? Again, kind of just working off his emotions, working off the fact that he really did like her. I really hope that makes sense. Again, it wasn't like in a malicious intent, like, oh, let's go seek out Drake because he's a writer and we just need to use him. It wasn't like that. It's just, well, okay, you like me? You say you like me? Okay, well, I like that song you wrote. Can I have it? I hope that makes sense, okay? Jackpot, yeah, winning money, got rich, inheritance, unexpected money. Oh, I just got a download, okay. So based off of this creativity, we know that, you know, Drake is a rapper. He's in the music scene. She could, again, I don't know. It's alleged, okay? I'm just a reader. I don't know anything. But with this jackpot card, I have legal showing up. She could feel like Drake will get a settlement out of this lawsuit. Doesn't have to make it true, okay? We don't know the outcome of this court case, obviously, yet. But she could feel like he has a good chance of getting a lawsuit, a settlement out of this lawsuit. And then that's why maybe it's coming out, like, you're going to have to find something else to do. You're going to have to find a new job, a new career, a new lane, because you are cooked after this. Okay, I don't know why I said that, because salty, I'm thinking of Salt Bay. There's a restaurant in the city I live in called Salt. I think it's like a seafood restaurant. I've never been there, but I'm literally seeing somebody like sprinkle salt over food. So it's like, once you win this lawsuit, like, you might just be cooked. Jesus Christ. Okay, because you know how these companies do. It's like, we'll give you the money, sure. Okay, you won your lawsuit, but you won the battle, but you're not winning the war, you know? Here's your little money, but wait till we hit that red button on you. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. They've both been in the industry for a long time, so they know how dirty these games can get with these labels. But let's see. How does she feel when it comes to Drake, please? Hooked. Yes. This is somebody who, like, knows her power. She knows that this man was very into her. Okay? Very fully aware. I mean, not that he was shy about it either. You know, she didn't have to guess. But Still to this day, 2025, she knows that if she were to drop everything, or he were to drop everything, like, she could feel like he would still want me. You know, I did have burned bridges, turned your back on for Drake, so I don't think he would go back to that just simply because he felt used by her, allegedly. But in her mind, it's like, yeah, he's always gonna want me. You know? He be dissing her and like sneak dissing and whatnot. It's like, come on now. I don't think she likes that. Like, I don't think she really cares that much, but it's just like, okay, Drake, like, you see how trying to sneak diss me didn't do anything for you, or for your record, whatever it may have been, however many times he sneak dissed her, it didn't really do anything. So she doesn't really care. Let me get one more, please. Into you, and then you have uninterested. So I just said that, like, she could feel he's always going to want her. Okay, but burned bridges came out underneath Drake. So it's like, yeah, you look good, but you fucked me over. Or you didn't feel the same way I felt, so it's fuck you. Okay, into you and uninterested came out. I'm going to keep the into you card because that's the first one I saw, but good chemistry, great vibes, and positive. And again, look, the lovey-dovey, just cuddled up, snuggling under one another. He's a sucker for that, is what I'm getting here intuitively. Or at least he was a sucker for that when it came to her. It worked every time. It worked every time. Wow, okay. Now, with how she felt, you know, it's not that she wasn't interested. It's not that he wasn't a good guy. It's not that he wasn't fun. It's not that he wasn't nice. Just not her type, for real. I don't think she realized that until, you know, maybe she had already kind of started flirting with him or riding with him, whatever it may have been. You know, it's like, actually, I don't really like you like that, but we're this far, you know, whatever. It's kind of what it's giving, you know. I really hope that makes sense, you guys. Okay, let's go to Drake. Let's go to Drake, and then we're going to use the same deck and see how he may feel. See some clear, concise messages, please. Even like the candle that I'm using, the flame is a little dim. It's a little light. Usually it's a little bit bigger than that. The energy is very, very calm. It's very low. I'm hearing the word docile. I don't know why I'm hearing that word, but the flame between them, the spark between them is not what it used to be like at all. Or like I said before, she didn't feel the same. Like the spark just wasn't there. Okay, how do you feel when it comes to Rihanna at this time, Drake, please? How do you feel at this current time when it comes to Rihanna? I do feel like he still kind of fantasizes, though, just because of who she is, you know? What is this, please? Or what could have been, you know? Karmic friends. Okay, can't fully trust them. Tension. Secret competition. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Okay, and I saw a card karmic too in the pre-shuffle before I recorded. I did see a karmic card. So karmics, that's just a lesson that needs to be learned. It doesn't always have to be like the worst thing on the planet, learning a karmic lesson with somebody. You know, it could just be a lesson of knowing your worth or realizing, you know, this is actually not my type, you know. But again, that's another card I have, distrust. I don't think she trusts the person she's with. That's what it is. ASAP Rocky. Not that he didn't trust her. I just don't think he trusts the person that she's with this karmic friends. And one of them has a ring on her finger. I don't think her and Rihanna are literally married, right? I'm sorry, him and Rihanna, they're not married, but they've been together for a long time, Rihanna and ASAP. And I think Drake is like, no, like, I really can't fuck with you or trust you because of who you fuck with, you know? Secret competition. He could feel like her man's in competition with him. Okay, Drake. What is here, please? Same shit, different day. That's like a very repetitive energy. I feel like, again, like I said, I feel like he hasn't really changed a lot since then. Again, I don't know exactly the time frame of when Rihanna and Drake were dealing with each other. Maybe maybe 10, 12 years ago. I really don't remember. Please, somebody let me know in the comments. But it's been a while, and I feel like there has been no like emotional growth here when it comes to Drake. I hate to say it like that. And I already got that from her too. It's like nothing has changed. If you're still the same person you were 10, 12 years ago, that may not like personality wise, that people aren't changing your personality, your core. But if things haven't changed for you and like you're doing better, you're making progress, doing something differently, I don't think that's always really a good thing. And I'm not saying like, okay, a career, this is your career. Yeah, you're going to stay there. But emotional growth, like maturity is what I'm hearing. It has not changed, it seems like. Anyway, why is this here, please? Carless. No car, repo, and car issues. Okay, I'm seeing careless though. I don't know how to explain how I'm seeing that, but I'm a seer as well. So I'm seeing this say careless, not necessarily carless. And I think I already mentioned that earlier. Like, she doesn't really care for real. That he's not over it. She doesn't give a damn that she didn't have feelings for him. It is what it is to her. Like, get over it. But with him, it's like, you're so, like, why don't you care? You know? Oh, wow. Again, I don't know what Rihanna's moon sign is, but it's giving me, like, earth or air because very detached. She gives me Queen of Swords energy, to be honest with you. I don't know why, but at least when it comes to him, it's like, She will clap back, you know, with no hesitation, no care in the world. You know what I mean? She will get you together with no problem, publicly, non-publicly. So he feels like she's very careless when it comes to the emotional space, but she doesn't feel the same about you, or she didn't feel the same about you. So yeah, it may come out as careless. Okay, what is this, please? Yeah, unbothered. So it's like, it seems like he feels a way because he still feels a way. Does that make sense? It's kind of like where you face palm yourself and it's like, damn, I shouldn't like this person. Damn, like, why do I have feelings for you? You know? And she's so unbothered. And I guess maybe he expected her to be bothered and it's just not that. Didn't I say grudge holder? I'm pretty sure I said that earlier. As I'm channeling you guys, the messages, they just flow like fucking water. So grudge holder, that's Scorpio energy. And then groupie, so it's like you're holding a grudge, but then like you're still watching her. I'm literally seeing him like in a fur coat with his legs wide open, like in a chair, just scrolling on Instagram. He looking mad as hell. Okay, I'm seeing this in my third eye, but just scrolling. Like he'd definitely be watching her. Groupie, like he a fan. Yeah. That is too funny. Wow, okay. But he's not going to say that, though. All right, let's see. Let's get into the tarot. Oh, man, Drake is so funny. I don't like being his energy sometimes, I swear. I have one more reading to do with him in the weekend. I think that's going to be messy, too. I feel like a lot of Drake's problems with other people always end up around women. It's so annoying. Like, very superficial. It's like, bro, like, what else? Like, you only beef with these dudes because you mess with their women or something? Like, it's weird. And then it's like you have beef with other women because they don't fuck with you like that. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, my bad. But yeah, let's go back to Rihanna. Yeah, and she could, I do feel like she was kind of just, I don't want to use the word using him, but kind of for the creativity. Again, it's like she knew he was into her a lot more than she was into him. It's not that she didn't like him at all, just really wasn't her type. And I do think she kind of used the fact that he was really, really into her to her advantage. Like for whatever songs, music. Okay, let's make a hit together. I don't know why I'm hearing this, but I feel like that What's My Name song that they had together when Rihanna had the red hair, for some reason I feel like that song was like meant for Drake and somebody else. as much as like that doesn't really sound like a Drake type of song, I feel like it was Drake and somebody else. Like it wasn't really necessarily quote unquote meant for Rihanna, but he gave it to her. Allegedly, I could be totally fucking wrong, but that's just what I'm getting intuitively here, okay? And then the other song with Rihanna was on his album. I believe it was Take Care, if I'm not mistaken. Again, I don't know the name of the song, but there's a music video where her and him in a white backdrop and it's like a large bull. And they're like hugging on each other. Very simple. Good song though, but I didn't really understand the video. But anyway, let's go back to Rihanna. See how she may feel when it comes to Drake, please, at this time. And she does not agree with this whole UMG trial stuff. She does not agree with that. She thinks it's dumb. High Priestess showing up. Okay. Intuition. She's very intuitive, not just because she's a Pisces, but she's just naturally intuitive. Okay, the Star card just showed up. Aquarius energy. So, and the High Priestess is somebody who's very silent. They know a lot, but they won't say a lot. I feel like Drake is very intuitive as well. I remember one song, I think the song is called Six Man. He called himself a psychic. He knew it would end up like this. I'm fucking psychic. Young, but I'm making millions to work the night shift, is what I'm hearing. So yeah, he's very intuitive, but the problem with that is, with him, you can be intuitive, but he doesn't have that balance of emotional and like head over heart decision making. He makes very like emotionally impulsive decisions versus intellectually impulsive decisions. Okay, so your intuition could be spot on, but if you're going to react to it impulsively, emotionally, you may not end up with the best results. So I don't know why I'm picking that up so heavily, but she could just feel like he's a very intuitive person. Like he knows a lot but doesn't say a lot, or this is her, she knows a lot but doesn't say a lot when it comes to Drake, okay? Star card, that's wish fulfillment, an energy of hope, spirituality, you know, celebrity, you know, being the star of the show, healing, restoration. Okay, why is this here though? This is giving like heavy spirituality. Why is this here, please? The High Priestess and the Star. Six of Swords. That's like walking away, leaving a situation that doesn't really serve you. Okay, onto calmer waters, refuge, traveling. My apologies, I paused for a minute, guys. I'm channeling, because this is not really coming through that clear for me for some reason. What is this? Okay, I think maybe she feels like with Drake, again, with this hooked energy, being very into you, it's like she kind of like works on that or takes advantage of the fact that she knows she would be Drake's wish fulfillment. And walking away from him or creating distance with him, she knows that really hurt him, but she doesn't acknowledge it or doesn't say anything about it with the High Priestess. Something about secrets, a lot of secrets too, or something around him that she could feel. What is this? Six of Swords, please. I'm hearing the word dramatic. Maybe she felt like he was very dramatic, and that's why she could have created distance from him as well. Again, just realizing this is not my type. I feel like maybe at one point, that's what this is. Maybe at one point she felt like, okay, like this could be somebody that, you know, I could mess with. Like, okay, I see you, this, that, and the third, whatever. You look good. But once you really got to know him, it was like, oh, this is actually not my type for real. So it's giving like a fizzled out very quickly. King of Swords. Didn't I say she kind of gives me Queen of Swords vibes? I don't know what her moon sign is or her rising, but it's giving very like air energy. And then it had Aquarius come out already with the Star. King of Swords. This is someone who's very brutally honest. Like, she doesn't hold her tongue. I already said that. She kept it very straight and very real with him, is what I'm saying. Like, listen, about cutting him off, walking away. Listen, this is not what I wanted, or actually, like, I'm just not that interested for real. Like, I'm sorry, but, you know. And then the King of Swords that's actually ASAP Rocky, the Libra. He is a Libra. So, oh, so it's literally like I walked away from you and walked right into my wish fulfillment, which would be this King of Swords, ASAP Rocky. Okay. Oh, I just got a download. Okay, maybe that's why Burn Bridges, Karmic Friends is showing up for Drake. He doesn't trust her because she could have already been dealing with ASAP Rocky while dealing with him. Again, not that Drake and Rihanna had something so serious, they were going to get married and all this. It wasn't that, but to Drake, it's like, what the fuck do you mean you're messing with him? You know I don't fuck with him. Or he could just not fuck with him, ASAP Rocky, for the simple fact that Rihanna was dealing with both of them kind of around about the same time. Simple as that. So it's like, I'm going to go quiet on you. You know, come in, pop in whenever I feel like, because the High Priestess is someone who's quiet. They don't really say a whole lot. Again, the Star card, we can make music together. You know, obviously they're both celebrities. Made a lot of noise with the music that they did make together, right? Again, I do feel like there may have been other songs that Drake wrote for her, allegedly. I don't know. It's like, yeah, you know, star power. We can get these hits off, Billboard, whatever, do what we need to do work-wise. But then just for me to walk away and my feelings are actually involved with somebody else, with this King of Swords. Again, that being the Libra, ASAP Rocky. Yeah, look, wish fulfillment. Yeah, like you can't make this up. 10 of Cups, the Emperor, and the 2 of Cups. She found like, that's my baby daddy. She's always talking about, that's my baby daddy. Yeah, like that's her man, okay? She's very happy with ASAP Rocky, it seems like. I did a reading on them months ago. And you know, like every couple, there's bumps and rocks in the road or whatever, but she is very satisfied with ASAP Rocky, it seems like. So literally, like you walked away, created distance with Drake, and then you fell right into your happiness here. The 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups, and the Emperor. It's really nice. But let's see. Let's continue. This is how she feels when it comes to Drake. But I do feel like she kept it very real with him after a period. Like, again, his intuition could have been ringing. Maybe he brought it up and she was like, yeah, no, I really don't like you like that. You're right. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I don't like you like that. Could have been a little cold towards him with this King of Swords. You know, very straightforward and honest, but they may have a very cold demeanor. Very serious, you know. Aw, 3 of Swords. It's coming out in the reverse. I don't read reversals. I'm going to flip it upright, but she doesn't care that his heart is broken. Okay, 3 of Swords. She doesn't really care. I don't mean to like say it like that in a mean, malicious way, you guys. You know, I love me some Rihanna, but it's kind of that's just how it feels. Again, King of Swords, you don't care if you broke somebody's heart. Or the truth hurts is what I'm hearing. The truth does hurt, yes. But she's aware that she really broke his heart and hurt him. 3 of Swords is separation, heartbreak, pain, you know, loss, grief. If not needing to heal from heartbreak, okay? The Tower. And it fell out perfectly upright. Okay? Aquarius energy again. If not Scorpio. And another sword card. Somebody please. And Libra. Yeah, that's. Again, Libra energy. Justice card. Okay. Somebody please let me know. Because I didn't look it up before I came on here what her big 3 might be. Like her moon sign, rising, or whatever. Because something here is very heavy around air energy. It could really just be ASAP Rocky, okay? The air energy around her, but whatever. The Tower card is upheaval, things changing. Okay, divine intervention as well. It's so funny because I had a dream the other night about a card from a totally different deck I'm not using right now, and it's called divine intervention. In the dream that I had, it was basically like a physical depiction of that card. So something about divine intervention here. Or it seems like she's just very fully aware. It's like, how about how he feels about everything? She's fully aware that, you know, he's not happy about how she treated him. This could have been a tower moment in Drake's life, her walking away, low key, an emotional tower moment for him, you know. But emotions play a very huge part in everything that he does. Everything, business, whatever it is. And, you know, business and emotions cannot mix. They really shouldn't, but they do with him, unfortunately. Hence why he thought everybody at UMG was his fucking friend. No. You know what I'm saying? Look at this tower, please. Things kind of happening randomly. 6 of Cups. Past energy. Reunion. Soulmate card. I don't think she would ever revisit that with Drake. With this Tower card, the 6 of Swords. I feel like he's tried. Maybe he's tried to communicate with her before in the past. Like, you know, how are you? Or, you know, I really miss you. This, that, and the third. Or why'd you do me like that is what I'm hearing. She's just like, whatever. Very nonchalant about it. Like, that's not my problem. You can't get over it. Okay. What is this, please? Ace of Swords. Clarity, communication. I told you she was very fucking honest. Very straight up with him. She didn't beat around the bush with him. Maybe not so much about the whole allegedly, possibly, like, you know, using his music just because. And that's why with Drake, he could view her as a quote-unquote a narcissist. Okay, because I did have a narcissist card show up under Drake with how he feels about her. So it's like, you're going to use me for the music, for the writing, or for the songs that I gave you. Pretend that you like me when you really don't. And it's just so funny because she's so, like, brutally honest. It's like, I didn't mean it like that, but I guess, yeah. Like, oh my gosh. No shame in her game. Wow, that's so funny. Okay, what is this? Can we get one more, please? Ace of Swords is truth. Honesty, again, like a breakthrough, success, a victory, a new idea. As I said too, she feels like he's gonna have to find something else to do, like a new avenue, because UMG may kind of tear him to shreds. Again, that's at least how she feels. Okay, allegedly. What is this? 10 of Wands, a burden. She knows he's very stressed out. She can see it all over him. Whoever she talks to or she's heard about and the Hollywood streets or whatever, she knows that he's got a very heavy burden on his back right now. He's stressed out. Again, guys, y'all can go on my community board. That picture I posted of Drake is only maybe 2-3 days old. Okay? He looked rough. He is looking rough right now. But yeah, it's kind of like she didn't really want to put any effort into this. She didn't want to invest in this. It's like, we could work together, but it's giving like we probably can't even work together for real. It may have become too much of a burden for her to continue working with him. You know, with this Ace of Swords, writing, they sing, all that stuff, right? So it's a burden to even work with you because you have feelings for me and I just don't want to entertain that. I don't have feelings for you the same way. So it could have became very, again, emotionally exhausting or tiresome working with him. And even in that business capacity, because like I said before with Drake, he has emotions in everything, and you're supposed to remove your emotions when it comes to business, and he just couldn't do it. And in this case with Drake and Rihanna, like, he couldn't do it with her either. So it just became too much. Maybe that's why the working relationship had to end as well. And plus, whoever, again, the person that she was dealing with, A$AP Rocky, he doesn't like. So, you know, that just wasn't going to happen. But let's see. Let's get into another deck, you guys. Is this making any sense to y'all? Leave a like on the video. Let me know what you know. Subscribe if you haven't already. Let's go to Drake, okay? Woo. Let's see how he may feel. Again, I had this narcissist card. He still daydreams and fantasizes. He still kind of looks at her as like that wish fulfillment, but he does think back to how she did him. Again, he felt kind of used by her. Doesn't have to make it true, guys, but he felt very used by her, kind of walked all over. He feels like she was very careless with his heart, with his emotions, but y'all are not in a relationship. Y'all weren't married. That's not her job. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing coddle you, to coddle your feelings, Drake. But whatever. Okay, let's see. How does he feel at this time, please, when it comes to Rihanna? 2 of Cups. First card out. Wow. Now, Two of Cups can be like a soulmate connection, someone you really have feelings for, or just someone you get along with very well. Two of Cups is a really nice friendship card, a good business partnership card as well, I feel like, okay? Okay, what is this? He really did have feelings for her. Five of Cups, damn. Sadness, regret, depression, someone who's really in their bag about the 3 cups that spilled, not realizing they have 2 more cups they can walk away with. That's kind of my card of don't cry over spilled milk. Damn, 9 of Swords. Stress, paranoia, restlessness. Okay. Yeah, and 5 and 2, 5 of Cups, 2 of Cups, that's 7. So the 7 of Cups is like confusion, illusions. Somebody who, again, daydreaming, fantasizing. I get that energy with him. The first card I had for him was daydreaming. I keep getting Billie Eilish. I don't know if she's got a song that may be with Drake, or I don't fucking know, but I don't know why she's popping up. Does she have a song about daydreaming or something? Ah, and look, the moon. He is in his bag. The moon is showing up here at the bottom. The chariot. He feels a way that this didn't move forward the way that he wanted it to. I feel like even allegedly, part of him could become a little insecure after dealing with her. I mean, you're Drake. You have no reason to be insecure, but all the money in the world, all the songs on Billboard, doesn't matter. You can still be an insecure person. That doesn't matter, you know? But let's see, what is this? She really fucked with his ego. 5 of Pentacles. Again, emotional detachment. That goes hand in hand with that unbothered, careless energy I was getting. King of Swords showing up. Again, look. Very cold demeanor. She views him as... Drake is viewing Rihanna, or he feels like she can be very detached emotionally. Like, no care in the world. Like, he feels like if he was stranded in the middle of nowhere, she would not do anything to help him. Doesn't have to make it true, but, you know, yeah, look. And they kind of have the same energy coming out. The Star, Ace of Swords. I'm not going to keep them, but they're showing up at the top of the deck. Heavy Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy here. But, again, this would have been like my wish fulfillment. This is somebody I would have wanted success with. Or they had success, again, in the business factor, writing, singing, rapping together, right? With the Star card and the Ace of Swords. But, wow, very detached demeanor. Like, because she wasn't struggling. She was already very popular, obviously, before she got into any studio with Drake or met Drake. You know what I'm saying? She had already been popular. So it's not like she needed him necessarily, but I get this vibe from Drake where it's like, I put you on, I gave you hit records, but you didn't put her on though. Jay-Z put her on, if anything. That's another man you don't like, but yeah, like Jay-Z put her on, if we're gonna be honest here. Not you. You may have given her a couple of hit records, okay, but he feels a way about it. He feels very left out in the cold. Damn. Okay. What is this, please? For Drake? Knight of Swords. Ugh. Wow, I don't like this energy. Knight of Swords can be someone who's upset, ready to pop off. They will curse you out. You know, this could be someone who's ready. They don't mind. They're ready to fight, you know, acts of violence. This could be someone with this 5 of Pentacles who's like frustrated about their financial situation as well. It's like you can't get your financial situation right. Now, the Knight of Swords can also be a change in lifestyle habits. That's something I learned recently about this card, actually, like making changes, brave changes, honest changes. But with all these other energies here, it kind of feels like, again, what changes have you made? Especially when it comes to the emotional maturity factor of yourself. What changes have you made? Because this 5 of Pentacles would indicate none. He feels angry. He feels upset toward her. But it's like at the same breath, you can't help but watch her. You can't help but look at her. You can't help but still feel that emotional connection you had for her. But it's like he's mad at himself for even falling for her or having feelings for her. Jeez. Okay, what is this? Oh, wow. You know what I just heard too? Something about money. He can be upset that he gave her music for free with this Five of Pentacles, like not having to pay for it. Or not that she didn't have the money to pay for it, but just maybe, okay, you did her a favor. Oh boy, Two of Wands. That's an energy of making a choice, making a decision, if not planning. Making plans to travel, to take action, to move forward. So he's viewing her as someone who's like made her choice to move on and move forward with this Two of Wands. Obviously, she did a long time ago because she's been with ASAP Rocky for a minute. Yeah, and it's like literally, he feels like she made a choice with this Two of Wands and chose her Two of Cups. Simple as that. But the issue is I'm getting here with this is how it happened. I feel like she was involved with ASAP kind of in the midst of being involved with Drake. But the problem is with that, Drake is viewing the relationship in a totally different manner than how Rihanna was. Granted, yes, was it wrong for her to be flirty with him and all cuddled up next to him when she knew how he felt? She knew she didn't feel the same. That's wrong. That's not right. Doesn't matter who it is. You shouldn't do that. Don't work on people's emotions, knowing how they feel about you, and you're just going to walk away and pull back from them, or you already have somebody that you're in love with. So I get it from both sides. I do. It's not right to do that to somebody. But in the same breath, Drake, it's like she never said that you guys, at least allegedly how I'm picking it up here in this reading, she never said that you guys were going to be together, especially with the energy I saw of her. Again, King of Swords, she was very fucking honest. Six of Swords, about not wanting to be in something with him. But it's like he took it to a 10, and in her eyes, it was maybe like a 5, He's viewing the relationship up here, and she's viewing it like, jeez. I don't really know what to even say to that. You can't control who you have feelings for, so I can't really fault him, especially because she was playing into it. I can't even fault him, I get it, but whatever. Let's see. Three of Pentacles, I just said that. Like, while you were dealing with me, you were dealing with somebody else. Three of Pentacles, okay? Maybe third-party situation, if not collaborating and working together. This King of Swords keeps showing up. Who is this? This is giving me ASAP because he's a Libra. He keeps popping up at the bottom of the deck. He definitely got in the way here. Oh, that's so funny. King of Swords, again, choice. He made a decision. Out of this Three of Pentacles, she chose who she wanted, which was the Libra, okay? I do feel like part of him still wants to work with her, though, even to this day, but he doesn't, again, karmic friends. He doesn't trust the people she's around. And that person being ASAP Rocky. Like, or he just doesn't like it because, again, that was the guy you left me for. Or you were playing with my head while dealing with him. So that could be the only reason why he doesn't really like him for real. Unless there was something else that happened between Drake and ASAP before 2024, you guys. Please let me know because I've never seen it. I don't know. But I feel like his problem with ASAP stems from Rihanna. I do. Not because they had some genuine real beef. Unless they did, again, I just never seen it. Okay. But let's see. It's like he still wants to work with her because obviously they make great music together, but that's just not going to happen. It's like burn bridges, And he doesn't want to be used. Again, he felt like he was used by her all those years ago. Why is he here, please? Oh, Page of Cups and the Moon. Okay. He could want an apology from her. Moon card, insecurity, fears. If not, things that are hidden. Okay, things that you don't really see. Secrets. Again, this other romantic offer she had, it was a secret. He didn't know. But granted, it's like, that's not your girl, Drake. Unless, again, you guys, please correct me if I'm wrong. Like, unless they were really in like a real relationship and she happened to fall for someone else while in a relationship with Drake. But I don't think it was really like a relationship the way we see ASAP and Rihanna, minus the kids. I don't think it's anything like that. Who else is in a relationship with no kids? I don't know, like Selena and Justin Bieber, like they were in a real relationship. Kids or not, you know what I mean? Work related or not. That was a real relationship. This is not giving me like they were in a real relationship. But in his head, it's like, yeah, like this is my girl, but that was not the case in her mind, okay? Page of Cups and the Moon. I feel like he was really upset finding out that she was pregnant as well. I just feel like something here, like dealing with her has made him not retreat, but I feel like part of the reason why he has not changed emotionally. Again, look at this emotional immaturity with the Page of Cups, but why he hasn't necessarily grown or settled down with a woman, it's because of his experience with her. Of course, other people I'm sure as well, but this was like, this was the coffee stain on a white t-shirt, like the one stain that you can't remove, or the coffee stain on white teeth. It's like it's hard to get rid of that stain, like, and that stain being on his heart, his emotions, his ego. She really stamped like some type of shyness or insecurity in him to ever settle down, get married, or have a quote unquote real girlfriend, just sad. It's sad. It's like you have to get out of that, Drake. Like, come on now. Not saying like you have to go run off and be married to somebody. That's not my point. But it's like letting go of that hurt, especially when she was honest with you or she told you, like, no, this is not for me. Like, I'm sorry, but it's just not. Like, And I'm pretty sure she's not the first or last woman to ever like lie to you or tell you, or I'm sorry, not tell you about who they're actually dealing with. Okay? The Death card, the Six of Wands. Yeah, that's why I said, I was like, he would like to work with her again, but considering the situation she's in, that's not gonna happen. He doesn't trust he does not trust him. Look, the Libra man, King of Swords, keeps showing up. He feels like he stole Rihanna from him. As crazy as that sounds, he feels like ASAP stole Rihanna from him. Granted, Rihanna really just wanted him. He didn't steal anything. Death card and the Six of Wands. So this is giving me, okay, like he still wishes her well. He still wishes her success. But as far as like the relationship between them two, like it's kind of dead. He always is going to feel away. But with this Death card, yeah, it's like an inevitable ending. I feel like she kind of killed his hopes and dreams of ever really finding a soulmate with this Two of Cups. Wow. Yeah, look, Ten of Swords. Oh, she killed his dreams. But I kind of do understand where he's coming from. Like, don't play on my emotions like that, knowing you don't fuck with me like that. She did feed into it, is what I'm seeing here, allegedly. Okay, Three of Cups, yeah. Third party situation. He was upset about it with this Knight of Swords. Page of Cups, like he wants an apology. He felt very insecure. Seven of Cups showing up here. I already said that. 5 and 2 is 7. The Seven of Cups. Illusion, confusion. But I feel like he does like kind of daydream about it though. Fantasize what it would have been like to be with her. Like what would it like to have been having children with me instead of with him? Oh Lord, the Devil, Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is somebody who, again, you may think about working with her. That would be nice. That would be awesome, but it's just not going to happen with this Devil card here. He really feels some type of way about it. I feel like his money has slowed down a lot too when it comes to his work as of recently. He do be shading her. He do be sneak dissing her. I'm hearing like, don't throw rocks and hide your hands. He's like obsessed with it low key. That's why I said it's like a coffee stain you can't ever get rid of. It's just always gonna be there. He's really felt some type of way. He's really hurt by her. Okay, 3 of Cups. Again, like that third party energy. He still wishes her well, wishes her success and all that is what I'm seeing, but there is no one going back to that. Just simply off the fact who she stopped dealing with him for. It could have, if it was like SpongeBob SquarePants, I don't fucking know, Big Bird, maybe he would have given it another shot. You know what I'm saying? He probably would have wanted to reconcile with her or whatever. You know, but simply because of who it was she was dealing with and how it occurred, it's like a dead end street for him at this point. You know? Look, he keeps showing up. King of Swords. As many times as I shuffle this deck, he is always there. King of Wands. Again, like I would love to work with her, getting that creative bag or whatever, but he is in the way. Okay? And 2, and his ego, his pride is in the way as well. Insecurities, you know, he won't completely just removed, ghosted, isolated when it comes to Rihanna at this time, you know. Understandable though. Understandable. And again, he doesn't want to feel used. He does not want to, he doesn't want her to just use him for the music and that's it. You know, and especially with how he feels about her, he can't lend himself to that right now. So at least he learned the lesson with that, you know. So I guess, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, I'm going to leave this reading here. This is a little interesting. I feel like there's still a lot more into this outside of what I just was reading, but it's not really coming out. So, you know, I'm not going to keep pulling if it's just the same message kind of over and over again, you know. But I do hope this was helpful, that you guys enjoyed this in one way, shape, or form. Please make sure you guys leave a comment and correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know what I have missed as far as the timeline goes. It really does help pull the reading together, so you guys are just as important as the reading itself. So thank you guys ahead of time. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Leave a like. It's absolutely free. Subscribe. I'd love to have y'all here. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.